All right. So we're going to come back to recursive formulas. This time we are talking about geometric formulas. Okay. So these sequences are different than arithmetic sequences in that we are going to be multiplying or dividing rather than adding or subtracting. Now they're going to look pretty similar to what we just saw with our arithmetic recursive formulas. However, there's going to be a little bit different. Rather than adding or subtracting our common difference, we will be multiplying or dividing our common ratio. Okay, so let's go ahead and write these down. They're going to look very similar to what we just saw. Okay, but it's not bad to have some repetition here. So here we're working with our geometric recursives. And once again, you can follow along in your notes. So we're going to start with our first term, still A1. Okay, that's not going to change. And then we're going to go once again, an plus 1 equals an. But in this case, rather than add or subtract, we're going to multiply or divide by r. So r, that's our common ratio. We have an, that's our nth term. Okay, so we might have to use a term to find the next term. Okay, this is what we've got now, and we're going to next because we're adding 1. So this is the 5th term, this is the 6th term. This is the 79th term, this is the 80th term. Okay, we're going to have to use this term to find the next one. Okay, that's the key in recursive formulas. We have to find a term. In order to find a term, we have to get the one before it. Okay, if we don't know the term before it, we aren't going to be able to solve this sequence. All right, so let's look at our other form of geometric recursive formula. We have a1 equals our first term. And then we have an equals an minus 1 times or divided by r. Once again, our common ratio. All right, I'll slide that off a little bit. Now once again, here's our common ratio. We're multiplying or dividing by r. And then we have a sub n minus 1. Okay, that's going to be our term that we have to use to find the next term. Okay, so in this case we want to find, say, the 5th term, but we have to use the 5 minus 1 term. Okay, so you have to use the 4th term to find the 5th term. In this case we had to use the 5th term to find the 6th term. Here we're using the 4th term to find the 5th term. These aren't telling us anything different. Okay, they're just two different ways of writing the notation. If you prefer one of these when you're writing them over the other, you can do that. Personally, I prefer using this method. Okay, however, I wanted you to be aware of both of these. Okay, you might see a sub n plus 1 equals something. You might see a sub n equals something. Okay, we need to be familiar with both of them. As long as we can at least identify that it is recursive and use that formula as well, either one of these you can use when you write. Okay, neither of them will necessarily be wrong. Neither is better to use than the other. Whichever one you feel more comfortable with is what you'll want to use, both for geometric as well as for arithmetic. All right, so now that we've taken a look at what our recursive formulas tell us and how they look, we're going to do some practice in the next two videos. One will be with arithmetic sequences, and the other will be with geometric sequences. All right, thanks for listening.